Good morning. Good morning, students. Arshita, you want to introduce that topic? So be ready with the things. So the sequence will remain same. After Arshita, Komal will present. Komal and Kirti. So you both will take together, right? And thereafter Akanksha. So understood? Let me check the final thing and we can start now. Yes, it's so. And Arshita, now you are going to unmute yourself. Just check on your end. I'm just giving chance to Komal to introduce. Komal.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Oh. What does self-reliant mean? When one does not depend on others for existence and one overcomes the fear and it eventually helps to stand up for one's own rights. How India can become self-reliant? A self-reliant India will ensure production of quality products on a large scale, fulfill India's requirements, and boost export of surplus production. There are 12 sectors in which not only India will be self-reliant, but can also lead the global supply chain. These 12 sectors include organic farming, chemicals, iron, aluminium, sanitizers, etc. Self-reliant India does not mean that we are getting isolated from the world, but it will lead to increase India's share in global India. Addressing the problem of COVID-19 pandemic, Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasized the necessity of self-reliant India, and he said that there is need for improvement in quality and domestic supply chain going forward. To become self-reliant India, India has to reform the bureaucracy and its politics.
Okay.
In managing its economy, India has to have self-confidence to learn from other countries. India need to practice protectionism. Protectionism means the principle of protecting a country's own industry goods by taxing the foreign goods. Taking the example of India's population, it is usually regarded as a liability, an economic disaster rather than an economic dividend. But foreign investors see the population as a vast potential market. As a result of its lack of self-confidence to pursue its own path, India has failed to exploit this asset. There are 5 pillars of a self-reliant India: economy, infrastructure, system, demography, and demand. Economy is the quantum jumps, not the incremental jumps. Infrastructure represents the modern India. System that is technologically driven. Demography means the changing rate of birth rate, death rate, disease rate in a community over a period of time. That demography is vibrant. It is very vibrant in this largest democracy. Demand means full utilization of power and demand supply. Thank you.
Very nice. And now I'm going to Akanksha. Akanksha, it's your turn now. Akanksha, yes, you can unmute yourself. Yes, beta.
Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India is the vision of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi of making India a self-reliant nation. New technology is welcome, foreign investment is welcome. But there are some questions regarding self-reliant India. The first question that strikes our mind is that what's the need? The answer to this is, as on 30 June 2014, around 1,500 foreign companies established in Delhi, 770 in Maharashtra, 270 in Karnataka, 239 in Haryana, 202 in Tamil Nadu, 56 in Uttar Pradesh, and lots more. Around 7,324 foreign companies are there in India now and earning a huge amount of profit. It is a very shocking reality that only the textile industry of India, yes, only the textile industry of India is self-reliant. So what about others? China and India both start rebuilding in 1950. But today, China is far better than India in terms of development, in terms of military power, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of economy, and lots more. So India had to be self-reliant for becoming a advanced, powerful, and more importantly, a developed country. The more important question now is that how it will happen. The 5 things that will make India a self-reliant country is intent, inclusion, investment, innovation, and infrastructure. The self-reliant capabilities were enabled among other factors too. like by rebuilding state investment in R&D that includes technology, infrastructure, economy, and more importantly, awareness, skill development, and education. No doubt, India took the initiative. Like the largest fund in the country, worth rupees 21,000 crore, was set up by IIT Alumni Council with the aim of supporting the mission of self-reliance. The growth of India's PPE sector from zero at the March to 15,000 pieces per day at the beginning of May is wonderful example of self-reliance. So at last, to bring India on the path of development again, self-reliance is very important. Thank you and have a nice day.
Very nice, very nice. Clapping from our side and very nicely presented. Thank you, Akanksha. Thank you for your participation. You can mute yourself. Coming back to Archita, just once you try again, if you can present it. Yes, I have unmuted. Maybe some other time. You keep on trying. If Urmila, I know you are waiting for your turn, so I'm coming to you. You can unmute yourself, beta. Just 1 minute. Yes, unmute yourself and now you express your point.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning.
Ma'am, India can be self-reliant by the scheme Make in India. Vocal for local should be the mantra of self-reliant India. It is the time to become vocal for local products and make them global and it should be the more Indian products should be exported from our country so that we can be self-reliant.
Yes, very good, very good. Nicely you have taken that point there. Vocal for local. Let's have this question only. Steps should be taken so that we can self-reliant. What is your suggestion? What will be the most effective way to get it done? What will be the most? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you want to say anything? Can you answer? What is the best suggestion from your side? One suggestion I want to know, which you feel will make India self-reliant. What is the step?
Everything in India should be in enough amount so that we can. We should.
How can we achieve this thing? Listen, beta. Listen the question carefully. Point is, we know that self-sufficient means that we should be dependent on our power. That is right. Now, question is, suggest one way which will help us to be self-reliant.
Self-confidence.
Okay, so we should be confident enough. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
In what sense? What do you mean by this thing? Can I say I am confident? That much is enough?
No, ma'am. That much is not enough.
Yes. So what is required? That's why, Komal, I feel good.
Like India is a developing country. It has not developed yet. So what self-confidence suggests here that we should keep on doing discoveries, development.
Okay, so research and development can make this point that we need to work on this R&D in different sectors. R&D, R research and
development.
Suryanshi, that is right. Suryanshi couldn't speak out, so she has written that accepting oneself. I'm just reading out from her chat only. She's talking about accepting yourself to do anything, embracing your individuality. See, this is the definition of being self-sufficient, you can say. But here, let's talk in a practical sense. What steps can be taken? I'm coming to Akanksha. She has raised hand. So, Akanksha, you can unmute yourself, Akanksha.
We can make India self-reliant like by boycotting the foreign goods and using only local goods.
Very good. So all of you can note down this thing. Clap for Akanksha again. Akanksha, repeat your words.
Make India self-reliant by boycotting the foreign goods and only using Indian or local goods.
Very good. Decades back only, it used to say, this is local. That's why it is not good. So this study even will help you to understand that yes, we lacked in that confidence which is required, which you Komal was talking about, that we need to be confident on our local things. And this is the key idea behind vocal to local. You should speak about your local thing. You should have your faith in your local thing. You should believe, rely on that. So that will, of course, make them a brand in the country and then worldwide even. Local should not be synonym of inferiority. It should be accepted like that. We should be vocal to local. This is the key essence. Before I'll go for the conclusion part, Arshita, you are allowed to unmute. Yes.
Ma'am, is it clear now?
Yes. It is much better.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Today I'll be presenting before you on the topic Self-Reliant India Movement, the opportunity in the time of crisis. The global pandemic shows us the benefits of be Indian and buy Indian. We have now become critically aware of our own supply chains. We know that relying on other countries for the essential and critical items will ultimately put us to their mercy. In order to avoid such adversities, it is more important that we become self-reliant and reduce the dependence on those countries. The pandemic has taught the importance of local manufacturing, local market, and local supply chains. Emphasis on vocal for local asserts that it is all about made in India and is to increase to push Indian products to become large enough to become international brands. India plans to convert COVID crisis into an opportunity and strengthen its fight by becoming self-reliant. Self-reliant India will be realized by economy, infrastructure, system, demography, and demand. It is time to become vocal for local products and make them global. Under this campaign, which will benefit cottage industry, micro, small, and medium enterprises, laborers, middle classes, and industries to strengthen the self-reliant Indian campaign, land, labor, liquidity, and laws have all been emphasized in this package. Ultimately, a self-reliant India will stand on 5 pillars, which are economy, which will bring in quantum jump and not incremental change, infrastructure, which should become the identity of India, technology-driven system, vibrant demography, and demand. Obviously, self-reliant campaign and relief package puts bold reforms and momentum at the heart of government's plan to make India a self-sustaining economy so that other crises that may emerge in future could be efficiently tackled. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you, beta. And again, clap for, because in spite of all the obstacles, she managed to get it done. So clap for her also, all of you. She needs a big round of applause for. So I'm going to sum up the points. Sectors are being recognized as a sector where India could be self-reliant easily. Agrochemicals, electronics, leather and shoes, iron, aluminium and copper, auto components, textiles, industrial machinery, furniture, then food processing, organic farming. We have 12 sectors and we are self-reliant in textile only. That means we have potential for that already. Only thing is we are to explore that thing, right? For that, as we have got the suggestion that R&D department should be strong in this field. R&D stands for research and development. Okay, time to time, what according to the demand, global demand and other things, we should be there, because they believe that they in these fields not only we can be self-reliant, but we can be global supplier also. And this confidence we got because of this pandemic only. As the example was being given right now only, that PPE kit where we were the zero producer for that, and now we are in the position to export it also. Same can be in other fields also. So mindset is to be changed, because this is changing time. Post-COVID time will give you many opportunity to make a new world. You must know where my India is lacking, my country is lacking, where it needs that to work on. So everywhere you will find that innovative ideas, creativity, that is to be focused. So in our now for final presentation, few things please note down, that whenever you are preparing and presenting speech or article, the first paragraph should be clearly meaning only, as you have given that. So again, you can even announce that. Let's understand what does it mean. So first paragraph should be for meaning only. The middle content, it should be the detail of that. So if you are not able to include all names, at least 3-4 could be given there. So whatsoever detail about that you are having, and you should have example. And the interesting or innovative way, one innovative I must say, I'm not restraining you to my suggestion only, to have a question answer form. Now suppose you explain what is self-reliant, you can say, what do you think? Where can be self-reliant? Or why do we require to be self-reliant? You ask this thing to yourself, then answer yourself. Thereafter, which are the sectors? Have you ever thought which are the sectors where we can do it? So according to the report given by that ministry, we have these sectors. Now that is the answer of your question. Okay, same way, what is restraining us? Why we couldn't do till now? We have not faced this problem earlier, so we didn't get an opportunity to realize this thing. Once we realized the need of PPE, we were able to do that. That was the incident which again gave us idea that we can be better in other fields also. So this way you can answer that. But please never forget to conclude your point. Sum up all the points. So this way we can learn self-reliant. We can focus on certain fields where we can be self-reliant, and definitely after achieving that, we can be the global supplier. So this way you can give a concluding part also. If you miss any of these, your answer remains incomplete. Okay, no one is now worried about from where will you get the content. But now you are to learn what to get. Because many are there on the digital platform to guide you. But thing is, whom to follow and what to follow. Right? Again, very few were the participants there. I want maximum participation. So that is all today about write a beautiful article, informative article. Thank you, students. Thank you. Have a nice time.